Tô aqui com o Chris Lego, o criador das Surdinas Trumcor. Chris, it's a pleasure to meet you here at ITG. So, when and why did you start your business?
Well, we started Trumcor 30 years ago. 30 years ago in 1995. It was to solve problems for trumpet players. You know, we were all trumpet players and we had the same problems everybody else had.
Yeah.
And so we were looking for solutions. We started with basically one trumpet mute, the lyric mute, and to solve the soft problem. And from there, we just continued solving all the problems of trumpet players. Our goal in all of our mutes is that a trumpet player doesn't have to sacrifice performance when they put a mute in.
Okay.
You don't have to change the way you play just because a mute is in your instrument.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to articulate harder. You don't have to blow against the mute. You don't have to mess around with your trumpet. You can just play natural. Right? That's the primary goal of any of our products.
Now, can you show us some of your mutes?
Sure. Well, we all know the lyric mute, right? That's the most important mute in your bag.
Yeah,
that's the job saver. That's the job saver. This was the one we started with in the trumpet line. Years later, after the success of this, we keep getting asked, "Hey, can you make a straight mute? Can you make a cup mute? Can you do this? Can you do that?" And all of our mutes were always this fiber material. But straight mutes and harmony mutes, those are all aluminum and metal. So we had to add that skill set into our company. And so I learned how to spin and make these parts. And then we could design now the harmony mute and straight mutes. It took me 5 years of time to develop this mute.
Wow.
To get it right. And then the reason I got on this mute, the Zinger, this harmony mute, is Doc Severinsen. Doc Severinsen inspired me to get back to this project. And we ultimately ended up with this product, and I wanted a way to thank him for pushing me past the finish line on it. And I discovered this process, and I said, that's perfect. So I made one mute for Doc and gave it to him.
Yeah.
And boy, his eyes just got that big, or his eyes were huge. And he loved it, and he's like, I think everybody's going to want one of these, you know. I was like, all right, let's see. And so, you know, he jumped on board with the marketing aspect of it, Docaflage, and so that's how we ended up with this, the Zinger.
Okay.
So obviously that's a very traditional mute, the harmony mute, been around 100 plus years. Lyric mute is very important. And then this is one of our newer mutes. It's called the Eclipse. But this is a very vocal mute.
Okay.
It's got a very round, beautiful vocal quality sound to it. So it's not an effect mute. It's a vocal sounding mute. So this is one of our newer mutes, the Eclipse. So this one is most certainly not one that Mr. Shastak would have made. But I call it the Sonic Vortex. And if you can see in there, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but inside of there is an actual vortex. And your sound and air go and spin out of this mute. And so it's a very live mute. There's a lot of metal, a lot of aluminum sound in the mute.
Okay.
It's sparkle.
Okay.
It's a sparkle. So this mute, there's not a predecessor to it. This is a new mute. And there's one more that's new. There's one more that's new. And this one is called the Luna.
Luna.
Luna. The Luna, like the moon, it's got a round sound and there's a shine to it. There's a shine on the sound.
Yeah.
But this is also a very vocal mute. This would be wonderful on ballads or backing up a singer.
Yep.
Or if you're in a small club.
Yeah.
That's the Luna. So this one's brand new. You can see I've only made 20 of them.
Ah, that's the number. Okay,
On
the serial number.
On the lyric mute.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. I have a few of them in Brazil.
Yeah, on the lyric mute, I've made a lot. But this one's brand new, you know.
New stuff.
Only up to 20 of them.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Chris, it was a pleasure to meet you here at ITG and learn more about your products.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.